A former emergency room doctor is talking about his own battle with fentanyl addiction. Darryl Gebien first used opioids back in 2013 to treat a back injury, but he became hooked on the highly addictive painkiller we now know as fentanyl and began forging prescriptions to use the drug. Darryl joins us now to talk some more about this. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tell me about the back injury. First, tell me about the pain and what fentanyl did to help you.
So it actually started back in 2008, and it suddenly one day it became really bad. I had had it for a long time before that, but it was excruciating. And so I wasn't prescribed fentanyl originally. It was Percocet, and I was using Advil as well. But this is back in 2008, and it's a very slow spiral that escalating use of the Percocet to treat the pain, then starting to use it more for emotional pain, and then graduated to fentanyl in May of 2014.
So 2014, you started to use fentanyl. I believe the first time you tried it, it was your mother's prescription?
Yeah, she had given me a few patches because I had told her I was in pain, so I kind of misled her.
And what was that like? Was it a different feeling from that drug, a different kind of relief than you got from the Percocet?
Yeah, well, fentanyl, when it's worn properly, transdermally, so a patch on the skin, it's an excellent medication for people who are in chronic pain. However, I abused it, and I took it an improper way after I Googled it. So this is in the depths of my addiction, and yes, it was incredibly powerful, very strong. It's a very potent medication when you take it inappropriately. So some people smoke it, some chew it, and it just accelerated the addiction even more. So that spiral became even faster and faster until things just completely fell apart for me only 6 months later and 40 pounds later.
How easily would you say you got addicted? I mean, obviously you had some issues before because you were abusing the Percocet, then you got into the fentanyl. How long would you say it took you to get addicted to the fentanyl?
Well, the Percocet took a couple of years. That's where it kind of really kicked in. And then the fentanyl, it was really after the first dose. It was so potent, so strong. If I hadn't had the tolerance that I had developed with the Percocet, the fentanyl probably would have killed me. But because my tolerance had been built up, that's the crazy thing about these medications, the opiates in general, is that people need escalating doses to achieve the same effect, and that puts them into dependency eventually. So when they start feeling sick, when they wake up, they're going through withdrawal, and it just propels and perpetuates this addiction even faster. So fentanyl just sped up this spiral.
You were a doctor. I know your license has been suspended. You're facing some charges. When you look back at that time, as a medical practitioner with the addiction, was there that inside voice saying you're out of control?
That inside voice, I think, is there for all of us, people who were addicted to medicine, to drugs. That voice is always there, but it becomes a distant echo. The addiction is driven by this, the more primitive parts of our brain that completely overpower that. So any sort of rationale and using my conscience, I ignored it. And that's something that I've learned in recovery, that if I just pay attention, my conscience knows, and so it's a big change there, but it took some time to get there. So listening to my conscience, doing what I think is the best right thing, and that has led to good things. So good things have happened in recovery, but in addiction, yeah, that voice is very quiet.
Let me ask you quickly about recovery. What was that like, Darryl?
The beginning was, detox was absolutely harrowing, like petrifying is an understatement for me. I don't want to discourage others from going through it. I just happened to go through a rapid Suboxone wean. So that's the medication they used to get you off of it, and it was rapid. So at first it was harrowing, extremely difficult, but I got through that. It was 32 hours of pure discomfort. And then throughout recovery, though, I mean, like it took 6 months to get over the body weakness, 18 months to get over the psychological parts, like the anxiety and just difficulties just focusing. My mother would notice that I wouldn't get things, the fight wasn't in me. But eventually it's like an onion, and like one layer, the veil would just come undone, and I'd feel better. And one day just things started becoming better slowly but surely, and I'm getting stronger and stronger now. It's been over 2 years, and I feel like I'm at the peak of my life now. Lucky to be alive.
Look, I know that you're waiting to be sentenced on some charges, including trafficking in drugs, I believe. Why are you talking about this? Why did you decide to put yourself forward in this way?
There's an opiate crisis happening right now. Regardless whether I have my medical license or not, I still care about people. That's step 12 as well of a 12-step program. And the truth is out there. Like, it just occurred to me one day that how can I really get hurt any further? I've already lost so many things, and the important things come through, but my medical license is on hold. It actually hasn't been revoked. It's on hold until I sort that out. My legal battles are in the public eye. I'm like, what have I got to lose? You know, I've only got something to gain by sharing my story and hoping other people will get it, and people who are actively in addiction. Like, my heart goes out to the people who are lying and deceiving and just feeling awful about themselves, the self-loathing, all that. I remember that, and I want to try to encourage those people in the worst part of the addiction, the slavery to the drug, when they're dependent. I want to reach out to them. I want to reach out to the families. Like, it's unbelievable what's happened in the last week with my Facebook, and people are writing me like from all over, and they're really sharing like their true heart with me and their true stories of the pain they're going through. And it's a wonderful thing. Like, whatever I can do to help people, like, that's, to me, that's the most noble thing I can do, and try to turn this horrible story of my life into something better, and maybe I can stop my own self-loathing.
Look, Darryl, I'm glad you joined us today. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better and doing a lot better. And thank you for sharing your story. I know it can't be easy to do.
Thank you very much.
All right. We wish you luck. Darryl Gebien joining us today in Toronto. Thanks for that.